Of this man asking questions. I'm good. Go ahead.
How come I can't ask questions?
You can. And we can ask you questions too. This isn't a one-way conversation, it's a dialogue.
What would you say to citizens who are trying to learn more about 9/11 and be more critical of events?
I tell citizens to exercise the rights that document that we used to have, that our government was based upon, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights that's been really trashed today. I would tell them that hopefully they're still protected by it, and always follow what Thomas Jefferson said, dissension's the greatest form of patriotism. If you're apathetic and you're not involved with your government and you don't hold their feet to the fire, you will get bad government, guaranteed. But if you hold their feet to the fire, if you ask questions, and if you're involved, then you will get good government.
Governor, do you have any thoughts on the presidential race?
Only that I won't vote for either candidate. I'll vote third party, as always, because to me, it's kind of embarrassing that when Abraham Lincoln ran 160 years ago, we had 3 choices, and yet today our population has increased how much, and we're down to Coke and Pepsi.
So who does that mean you're supporting? Third party?
Anybody. Anybody that's not a member of the Democratic or Republican Party.
Is there anyone you like?
No, I really would like to hear debates, but unfortunately, because the media goes along with the two-party system, no one else is allowed in the debates except the 2 choices. See, I would prefer to hear about 5 people so that I can make a better educated decision over who I feel would be best to run my country.
You hear that the debates are not run by the media, the debates are organized by the 2 parties.
Oh, you're not educating me on that.
Would you like to see the League of Women Voters run the debates as they used to 20, 30 years ago?
No, it wasn't even that long ago. It was when Perot scared the hell out of them. Are you familiar with the history of the debates? 92, Perot got 1 out of 5 votes, so they had to stop that. Up until that time, all debates were conducted by the League of Women Voters. Well, our government then took the debates from the League of Women Voters, and they created another federal bureaucracy called the Federal Debate Commission, which ironically is headed by the former heads of the Democratic and Republican parties, which gives them a rubber stamp. Now, Perot ran in 92 and got 1 out of 5 votes. He also qualified for millions of our tax dollars, and yet, in 96, 2 people cut a deal, Bill Clinton and Bob Dole, to eliminate Perot. They took it to the Federal Debate Commission, and that was agreed to. Perot could now not debate. And part of the deal was Clinton got to say how many debates there'd be and when they'd be. Well, in 96, I don't expect you to remember this, but in 96, the presidential debates were cut from 3 to 2, and they were held on the same night as the World Series by design.
Mr. Ventura, do you think that you're asking questions and other people asking questions will ever compel the government to answer questions? Do you expect this will ultimately be successful?
Well, I really don't know, but I do know that I will continue to ask questions, and if the government continues to not answer the questions, I can only assume at that point they must be hiding something. Because if the government was forthright with all of us, I wouldn't be here today asking any questions, would I?
Are you at the point now where you believe the government is hiding something?
I'm at the point now where I don't believe what the government's told me, that buildings can fall at the rate of gravity without being assisted.
Well, the government hit the USSLiberty.com on June the 8th, 1967.
The government what?
A naval vessel that was attacked
It was attacked by the Israelis.
Yeah, the government covered that up for the longest time. So there are questions that need to be answered.
They covered up the fact also of the Gulf of Tonkin incident. I mean, they've now admitted that never happened in Vietnam. So my point is this, people, and I guess I've lost mainstream here. My point is this: my government has no credibility with me anymore. They've lied to me so many times. Why would I believe them?
Why are you here today, sir? Here.
I was invited by Arizona Senator to come down and participate, so I'm here. can't tell you the courage that this woman has to be an elected official and to be questioning our government. There's a woman with courage.
Darren Johnson.
There's a woman who's doing her job. Who's doing her job as an elected official. It's not go along to get along.
She gave evidence to the legislature about what
Well, I guess the media found out why they don't like them very much.
He outlasted the media, Jesse, right?
Oh, I always do.
He had the shade. He had an unfair advantage.
Oh, I'm fine.
You have more than earned it.
Well, I just wish that I didn't have to do you all's jobs. You know? You should be asking the questions, not me. You know? But I guess your bosses probably won't let you, will they? I bet you if you went out to your boss and said, you know what, I want to get into this 9/11 stuff and find out what really went on, I bet your bosses would pull your plug real quick. Huh? What brought them down? And when you look at the photos of those core beams, they're all cut perfectly inward. Well, you do that with a shape charge. And you cut them inward so it'll implode inward. Now, another question for you.
I've got one.
Wait, why are they finding bones on other buildings today, human remains? Because of the explosion. If the building fell like they said, there would be no remains on top of other bone fragments and all that on other buildings scattered about there.
when the planes would have blown them out at least on